And for all of you all that are in the program, that One Brand Away program, everything that I've learned about branding, marketing, creating a product line, the funnels, all of that stuff, I've spent several $100,000 to learn that stuff. When you join the program, y'all have access to all of that, how to create an online academy, product, all of that stuff. But to answer your question, one, let's talk about names. Let's talk about names. Y'all want a name, and this is what I'm ready to do now. I'm ready to give y'all a mini class on a $50,000 mastermind that I had joined years back, and I'll share some things with y'all. So on that name, okay, Queendom Enterprises LLC is the company. All right, that doesn't matter, the big company. That doesn't matter, that name. What matters is your school name, because that's what everybody's going to see, is the school name. They're going to see that name. They're going to see your Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Everybody is on this right here. This is what, all day, every day. They're on social media. So that parent company name, it doesn't matter what that name is. Most people don't know who owns this, what corporation owns this company. They don't even know that. So that don't matter. You can still have that. But the name that everybody sees, the school name, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube.com, those names should be synonymous, the same. And we already talked about why they should be the same. Okay, good. I'm going to bring you up, Dion, in a little bit. So does that answer your question? Because my company, MB Consultants, LLC, Marketing and Development, that's the top. But I don't have that on social media. I have Millionaire Barber. I have Millionaire Barber. That EIN and everything is connected to MB Consultants, Marketing and Consultant Development, LLC. With the name check, do you look to see who owns it? Well, no, you can't see who owns it on name check R. That just shows if it's available. Chances are, if somebody already owns it, you need to find another name. If somebody already owns it, you may need to find another name. Because now, when you find out who owns it, who gonna give you their Instagram name? Somebody come along and want Millionaire Barber, I'm not gonna give them that name. I don't work. You realize how many YouTube videos, how much content I put out for Millionaire Barber, how much time I put into that? Yeah, it don't tell you who owns it. Yeah, okay, if you have a hair salon. So just say your name, your hair salon is Millionaire Barber Salon. Then you would change it to Millionaire Barber Beauty Institute, Millionaire Barber Academy. Okay? So yeah, I would keep that name, but it can't be a salon anymore. It would be school or institute or academy or college. Because the name is very important. We just talked about why that name is important. And some of y'all have different names, different places. But you want to have everything. Home Depot, Target, Walmart, Sam's, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's. It's the same everywhere. Gucci, Louis Vuitton. It's the same everywhere. I didn't think we was going to get into that. Okay, so what I'm going to do. This is the back portal. So what we went over today, all this NACA stuff, is back here. With the video trainings, how to fill out candidate application, all that's back here. All right, financial aid, everything is back here. I'm not gonna go over all that, any of this stuff, business plan, wholesale vendors, everything is back there that you need to open your school and get your accreditation. All right, did I answer y'all's questions? I'm gonna bring Dion up. Let me know if I answered your questions, because I want to. This is the time for y'all to ask any and every question. It's free. I'm not charging y'all anything. I'm not charging you nothing. Not trying to sell you anything. No, this is for you all. If you all want to fast track and become a part of our community and all that, yeah. What is the most valuable thing of being in our community? The contacts, the network. That's it. Me talking to Jason and Sharon, all of y'all people that's in the program, Dee, Von Thurman. That's the best part, is the networking. Yeah, the networking, the connections. When you have a problem, being able to solve it like that. That is probably the most valuable thing. Being in a community. Yeah. Okay, let's bring Dion up. We got another celebrity in the house, Leone. Where's Dion? Doing great, Dion. Okay, promote the panelists. Doing great, Leone. Make Dion a co-host. Ask her to unmute.
I was just about to say. There we go. Hey, how are you? I know I come on here a lot, right?
I'm glad you do.
I wanted to share something because,
Recording in progress.
The biggest thing is this, I'll admit it. A lot of us are like, well, I don't know, but I'm trying to make sure that I got a decent background. So money, because money is a factor, right? To be able to enroll in Chin's program and to make sure that you have enough money put aside to go to the conference, the first one, to get your candidate status. Heck, even to when you get your paperwork together, to be able to then pay for the fees, right? So, total transparency, okay? So when I've been tracking Chin before I got started, obviously I had to do the timeline. And I'm telling you, my school, I'm in a small, I don't want to call it a town, but it feels like a town, Abilene, right? They have the other big schools, the colleges, and then we've got 2 accredited beauty schools. Mine is the first, aesthetics only, and now that in Texas, they've pulled eyelash extensions to be its own licensing endeavor, right? So now I am the first to have both of those standalone. Are there others coming? Absolutely. But I say that to say every year I have maybe 3 or 4 students, and then there's nothing else. So I'm anticipating again my 3 or 4 for this year, right? I was making payments, trying to still, do my side thing to make the extra money to be able to pay Chin. Right before I got to, and Chin, I'm sorry if you don't want me to share this, but I just figured that people need to understand that there are people like them, in your program, and how patient you are with us. Right before I went to attend the accreditation, I've constantly been talking to Chin to make sure that I know what I'm supposed to do, make sure I submitted the stuff. Heck, at the last minute, I found out that when I didn't properly hit the submit button, that they didn't have it. But talking to Chin, I was like, let me go back and double check. Sure enough, they didn't, and I reached out to them, and they let me get through. Here's the catch to that. Money is kind of tight, right? So I was like, Chin, I don't have it. Can I temporarily suspend my participation in the program so I can have this money, basically borrow from Peter to pay Paul? And Chin was like, not a problem. Did he cut me off? No, I'm still here. I'm talking, right? Have I started back? No, because things are still tight. That's December, 2 months ago, right? But I'm going to tell you, even though there were other people who were in his program, I still was in constant communication with him, asking him questions, especially when I started to get nervous on something new, because for pre-candidates, they're talking to you about what you have to focus on. They've got other sessions, but they're talking to you. I'm blowing Chin up. Chin's like, Dion, we got you. Dion, we got you. No, we covered that. You don't have anything to worry about. And I mean, if I need to, I'll go back so I can screenshot. He's constantly telling me, no problems, no problems. We got you. And I'm telling you guys this because when you take the step and you move forward, you're not doing it alone. You might feel like you're alone. You're not doing it alone. I'm racking my brain now trying to figure out how do I hurry up and get this money together, because I'm glad he went over it, because I honestly forgot. My candidate status is only for 6 months. I'm in February. I didn't get the paperwork till January, so I'm counting December as one just to cover me, because then that means I need to hurry up. The person sitting next to me, she's kind of been that, I'm going to call her a mentor for me right now, because I'm like, okay, every time I have a question, something specific that she's done, I'm asking her about it. And I'm going to be honest, she's in Chin's program too. She sat right next to me. I mean, we had a picture. We posted that up. And she's already went forward. So now it allows me to see from my standpoint, Chin has been there, but somebody that I've touched and I talk to regularly to see, okay, what are you doing now? How's it going? So I already know what she put down and why she did it to make sure that she's got her candidacy for the entire year. Unless I'm off, I want to say candidacy restarts every June or July. So if I do it right now, which would be ideal, right? I do it right now, I have to turn around, I have to pay from now until, we're just going to say June, from now until June, and then I got to pay again for the following year. So I'm already thinking in my head, how do I get money? How do I move forward? I'm like, Chin, I need to find a way to get these students in. What ideas do you have? As soon as I asked that question, he dropped three payment options for me to reach out to find out about, so I can try to get these students to at least have some way to pay or for funding. Are a lot of them looking for the Pell Grant stuff or the FAFSA funding? Absolutely. But this is a way for right now that they can still get it and still make it affordable for them. So I say that to you guys just to let you know that, you get the beautiful story sometimes, like where we want to be. I'm trying to give you the story of where we probably all are, or most of us are right now. We're trying to figure out where this penny goes to and that penny goes to. Because whether you have students in your place or not, you still have to make sure that the rent is paid, right? License plate, that you have your products and everything else ready to go. And heck, inspection. I just went through an inspection and I got to make some modifications, because that doesn't go away either, even when you're with NACIS. And NACIS will tell you, even when you're with NACIS, there's a level of inspections. You have your state requirements and then NACIS right on top. So if you're on top of stuff now, it's going to be easier later. I hope that this helped somebody, or to let you know that you can start. Chin and his team are there. They're patient. Let me tell you how patient Chin is. I have been slowly filling out my paperwork, and Chin has sent it to me like, Dion, you got that yet? Dion, you got that yet? Yeah, Chin, I'm on it. He might get one thing, or like, Chin, I'm going to get to it, because I'm trying to juggle so many things, because I am the everything. It's only me. But he's still patient with me. Is he waiting on me? Absolutely. But I'm in my own way, not him and his team. They're trying to help me get there. So I hope that this helps somebody. And I can answer questions. Chin's got all the answers, really. But just know that, we have different levels. And wherever you are, you make it work for where you are. If you have questions or concerns or need ideas, Chin has you. That's it, Chin. I just wanted to share that.
Well, I thank you, Dion. We're going to keep moving forward, too, and get you down. So thank you for coming up, sharing.
Welcome.
All right.
Recording stopped.
I want to show you all something. Let's see. What about your financial aid? Do you have to have a certain amount of money in the bank when you're trying to get your accreditation, your financials have to pass? That's a good question. Now, they removed the cash reserves. Cash reserves were where you had to have this positive, like 3% of your net income for the year had to be in your bank account. But they removed that, so I'm not going to even cover that. Now, as far as the financials, you don't have to have a whole lot of money. I'll share with you all how I passed my financials back in 1999 or whatever, when I was literally, if y'all want me to share that. I don't know if that's something that you all want to know. Somebody asked about the financials. I mean, I can share that if that's something you want to know. Okay. Let me break this down. Actually, the best way is this. Okay. So basically, the first thing that you need to realize, Miss Velma shared the most important thing. The most important thing that lady ever told me was find a building that you can easily afford and manage for at least 3 years. She said, Chin, because it's going to take you a minimum of 3 years before you get a credit. You might get it in 2 years. Back then, it was about 3 years back then, 25 years ago. So I had to find somewhere that I could easily afford and sustain. With me having my clients from the shop, bringing them to that small school that I rented, I was able to stay above water and make money just from my clients that came from the shop. I could pay all my bills. Now, I'm going to show you all something, and you need to look at this. This was my school in 1998. It was a raggedy building. Yeah, the roof leaked. You see this. It leaked all through this school, everywhere. I had red chitlin buckets catching the water. Was it in a gray area? Absolutely not. It was drunks and drug addicts and whatever around. But that's all that I could afford. And I needed to last and be able to get through accreditation. I didn't have the money to pay Miss Velma. That's why I do payment plans. For a lot of y'all that need payment plans. Miss Velma gave me a payment plan. She said, pay it forward. I've had people that did payment plans in my program that are now multimillionaires. Yes. And some of them have been on our Wednesday night lives, and I'm going to bring some more up. So it doesn't matter where you start. This chair was from Goodwill. That was from Goodwill. You see it's all scratched up and worn out. It does not matter how you start. I know you're looking at a Vader, Empire, Kenneth Schuler, Paul Mitchell, and all of them. I know you want the big old school, the nice school, this and that because of your pride, and who you are and everything. But the Bible says pride goes before the fall. I didn't want to have this school where it was. I didn't want this desk and that chair. A lot of things I did not want, but you can't have champagne taste with Coca-Cola money. I didn't have the money. My family didn't have the money. I didn't have the resources, the credit. So you have to start where you can. I paid the first and last month's rent on the building. So it's very important that you don't bite off more than you can chew. Start out small. Hell, look at Tyler Perry. Look how he started out. Look at Bishop T.D. Jakes' storefront church with 10 members. No one starts at the top of the mountain. Now, if you have rich family members and all of this and that, then God bless you. But if you are like me, start small because you're going to have to pay for accreditation. You're going to have to pay for help, a team, if that's what you want. But one thing I can tell you, it will be the best investment that you ever made. Not just financial, but the mental, the happiness. I mean, most people you see, they don't have a glow on them. They're just, no. With the school, it's going to bring light. When you get accredited, it's really going to be good. So that's something that all of you all need to think about. Yeah, I had to keep your nose clean. Yeah, so, I mean, this is how I started. I mean, I got all this stuff from Goodwill. It doesn't matter. Y'all want these big old buildings and this and that. This was the classroom. That was the chalkboard. Did you think I wanted them little kitty desks? No, but that's all I could afford at a secondhand store. Look, I got one student finally. I'm in there cutting my client's hair right there. I'm cutting my client's hair, getting full price. No other students, just one. For months, I had 0 students, y'all. 0 in the physical, but 100 in the spiritual. For months. And every day I get on my knees and thank God for these 100 students. And when I got to 1, I thank God for 200. Every day I would thank him, God, thank you for these 200 students. So it's very important. Yeah, you see me now and y'all seen everything that has happened, But that's God. And we got hundreds of other people. Nick just got accredited, y'all. That dude started school about $10,000 in Mississippi. Yes, this dude is getting ready to get rich down in Tupelo, Mississippi. He's already building this up. He's accredited with the government. Let me show y'all his page. Somebody chat. Yeah, I'm on a payment plan. Got from Facebook Marketplace and Friends Donations in Texas. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. It don't matter how you start. Everybody laughed. Look at these pictures. Everyone laughed. Yeah, they laughed and said everything. But one thing I can tell you, I bet you they ain't laughing now. They watched the entire thing. Even when my first students came, I was preaching rain in the drought and speaking as if it already was. And they thought I was crazy. And they watched it evolve. God will do what you cannot do. Let's see. There was something I wanted to show y'all. Yeah, there's Miss Velma. Long track record with this lady. The reason why I know so much is because of her. 20-year track record of this woman pouring into me, and I was able to partner with her. So that's why we got so many success stories. I mean, and y'all gonna change lives. I can show y'all videotapes of just all types of stuff. But one thing that you need to do, you got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in yourself. And it's okay to get help. No man or woman is an island. I don't know what other questions. It was something I wanted to share with you all, but I don't remember what that was. Let me see. Payment plan, this. Chin. What state are you in? Oh, we doing, we went over the candidate status application, Leone. That's what we did today. But we talked about the financials, and I got to share that. So one thing that Miss Velma shared with me back then, this is how I passed my financials. Hold on. Okay, this is how I passed my financials. One, I didn't pay myself out of the school account. Okay? Why? Because that would have been an expense. When stuff broke down at the school, I didn't pay it out of the school account. Why? Because my monthly expense would be higher. If I had to buy 6 kits, I might have bought 1 or 2 out of the school account. Why? Because my expenses would have been high. I kept my expenses low as possible. My rent, light bill, water bill, phone. I paid that out of the school. Okay? Now, a lot of the other stuff I did not pay out of the school account. So that way my expenses stayed low. So with the students cutting hair, doing clinic services, some making payments, the ones who could, it was able to be above my expenses. Now, I wasn't generating a lot. Okay? Wasn't generating a whole lot. But it was more than what my expenses were. So I had a positive income. Okay? I was able, and then I hooked up with an accountant that Miss Velma had recommended, an auditor who was going to be doing my audited financials. So they're going to audit the most recent last 12 months. So just say if we're going through accreditation right now and we get up to 2025, we're accredited. They're going to look at 2024 financials. Did I make a lot of money? Absolutely not. But my financials were positive. Well, why were they positive and you didn't make a lot of money, Chin? Because, remember, I might deposit $2,000 or $3,000 a month or more, whatever, but my expenses was right at $2,000 or whatever. It was lower than what I deposited. So if my bank statements were showing that positive every month. Now, I'm not recording this. No, I'm not recording this. All right. Was that ethical to not report, to pay for something out of my personal credit card that was for the school? Was that ethical? No, it was unethical. Was it right? No, it was not right. And Miss Velma told me, she said, Chin, this is how you're going to pass, and this is how all the other schools pass that we've helped or whatever. White and black, it doesn't matter. So I wanted to share that with you all because that's what she shared with me. And there are a lot of other things that I share with you all if need be. Any other questions that y'all have? Y'all can text me or whatever after this, and I'll call y'all back, and we can talk about your options or whatever, whether you're going through accreditation, whether you have not opened your school and you want to get started some type of way. We're here to help. I've gone through everything that we were to cover today. What wasn't ethical? Because with the school, I was supposed to pay every school expense out of my school bank account. Had I paid every school expense out of my school bank account in the very beginning, I probably would have had my positive financials. They would not have been able to pass. I would not have passed those positive financials. So what I had to do, a lot of things I had to pay out of my personal account to keep my expenses down in my school business account because they audit the school business account. Okay? Any other questions? Did y'all learn anything today? Let me know. If you learned something and got value and want to come up and share, one thing that you learned, raise your hand, I'll bring you up. If you got any value today, I've given y'all a lot. Now I'm going to add something to you. All I want, if you got some value or something, raise your hand so I can bring you up and just tell everybody one or two things that you got today. If you got some value. So I'll bring y'all up. If anybody got any value. If you didn't get no value, then that's fine. No problem. All right. I'm just going to be bringing y'all up. And y'all can go one at a time. And just share what value y'all got. If you got any. That's all I'm asking. Not asking much.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Jen.
All right, who is this, Miss Leone?
Yes, sir. Should I go first?
Of course, Leone. Ladies first. No, we can't see your pretty face.
That's okay. You see my, whatever that's called, avatar, an owl.
All right.
I pick my avatars carefully. I came in late, but it doesn't matter because you always give great value. I've learned so much in the 2 years that I've been following you and going into 3, maybe more. But I want to ask you about the, that membership program that you have with Jasmine. I'd like to join that membership program because I'm thinking it's going to give me everything I need to launch a digital product or any kind of product during this upcoming first 6 months of the year. And then I heard Jasmine doing a live, and she said something about when you pay the $97 a month. Let's say you paid for a couple of months and you have to take a couple of breaks in between. That means you can't go back and access, right? Or you can.
In that $97 a month, when you pay each month, you have full access. If you quit, then you don't have access. Because that program, I think, is like $3.23 a day. So if somebody stops paying, they don't have access to that program. Because it's so affordable. It's so low. And it's got a ton of information in there. So I'm showing her page.
Do you have an additional program that maybe a little bit more like the type you have with Jasmine that allows you to have access forever in case you need to go back?
No, she don't have that. It's just this, because that program that she has, It was so many beauty professionals that were not techie. They did not know how to do stuff. And all of these people were charging 10, 20, 30, 40, $50,000 to join these masterminds to show them this stuff. I had already joined them, a lot of the masterminds, and learned everything. And they watched her, you know, go from single parent mom sleeping on the floor with her 2 kids to creating this multi-million-dollar online business. So she told me, but she said that the people did not have the money or whatever. And she asked me, well, can you create a membership and put everything in there and make it affordable, like $97 a month, $3.23 a day? So that's what we did for that. But everything is in there, but a person still has to play the videos and implement it. You know, they still have to do their push-ups and sit-ups, but at least you all won't get scammed. It's something that is very affordable for the value that you're getting. Because I have a lot of video trainings in there, and I didn't withhold anything. I mean, I shared every single thing that I know, from how to write a book, give you all the contacts, to create an online digital course, how to create that course, how to create the product line, how to come up with the name, the messaging. Everything is in there from A to Z. But you can join it and you can quit anytime.
Okay. Does it in there? Do you learn how to create your own website and build a funnel?
You learn how to build a funnel. It's got some stuff on the website, but not a lot, because the website, you can pretty much go on Fiverr and get somebody to build your website. That's not what's going to get the sales. What's going to get the sales is building that funnel and creating your marketing and messaging in your brand, because in your community. Because if you don't create that, even if somebody has a website, people will go and then they're not going to buy. So it's very important of creating your brand. Once you create a brand, that's what's going to sell your product. And I talk about that in that program, because a lot of people are doing it backwards, Leonie. They'll get this product, they'll get whatever that they're going to sell. But you should create your brand first and then do the product. See, you have to add value, do all these deposits first, and then you can do withdrawals. So it shows you how to create that brand first. It takes you through the steps, because a lot of y'all, not you, but a lot of people, they want to sell these products or sell these courses or whatever. How are you going to do that if you ain't created a brand? People are not just going to pull out their credit card and buy your stuff. How you going to do that if you don't have social proof? Nobody would join my program if I didn't have all these other people, these other cheerleaders. I don't tell y'all, hey, join my program, join the School Blueprint. I've never said that. And y'all never will hear me say, join my program. No, that's not for me to do. That's for everybody else whose lives you transform. So if y'all trying to sell a product or a service, do God's will and transform other people's lives and give. Just give freely. And when people are ready to go to the next level or whatever, they're going to think of you. So in that program, it's talking about all of that. It's the mindset of, and no disrespect to the women, a dating process. If a man just walks up to you and says, hey, give me sex, you're going to hit him upside the head or shoot him or do whatever. But if the man comes up and compliments you, he's adding value, he's taking you out, he's doing nice things, he's calling and checking on you, just adding value organically without wanting anything in return, then sooner or later, it may turn into a relationship, a kiss, a 10-minute, a marriage or whatever. But you just don't go up and try to get this or get that from a person. No. And it's showing you that in their program.
Okay, here's my last question, Chen. In the program, does it give you all the apps you need to automate?
Yeah, it doesn't give you them. It tells you, hey, you need to get this app, that app, and then you have to go purchase it.
All right. That's what I meant to ask. That's how I meant to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, good. Thank you.
Yeah, that
And,
Manny chat.
and you always give value every Sunday, and I'm grateful that you're here, and I appreciate you.
Well, thank you, Leonie.
Thank you.
All right. I know who's next. Dominique, you next. I don't know. Let's unmute. Are you unmuted, Dominique?
Hey, can you see me?
Yes, we can see you.
Oh, sorry, I'm driving. Trying to do 50 million things at once. But, I've been following you for a
Recording in
little minute.
progress.
And you always give a lot of gems, even today with like the name checker, because unfortunately, I started everything else years ago. Nobody was using it on their platform or anything, but when you are not knowledgeable and you're just in a rush to start a business, you make these errors. And I ended up paying a law firm $2,000 to trademark everything else, only to find out that it couldn't be trademarked. So that's money that I lost, and now I'm trying to figure out a route of just trademarking the logo. So you helped me a lot today with the name checker, but I need you to call me back today, Chen. I need this. Like, I can't even sleep. That's how bad I need this. So please put me in rotation and call me back today so that I can get started some way, somehow.
Okay, so I want you to text me. You got my number, right?
I text you and schedule the call.
Okay, well, when we get off this live, I'm going to call everybody back.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, Dominique.
Recording
Who else?
stopped.
We got Leonie, we had Dion. I think we got everybody. Dominique, Dion. Yes. Anybody else? Yes, Leonie.
What's the name checker? I missed that part. I'm sorry I was late this morning.
Oh, that's okay. Let me put it in the chat for you, Leonie. Now,
thank you.
And we're going to, for the people that didn't catch that, this was something I learned in a mastermind. This was years ago. And what this does, a lot of people wondering, well, what name should I come up with? This right here, you can put it in here, like Millionaire Barber. If I'm thinking about getting the name Millionaire Barber, I go to namecheckr.com. It's not available on the .com. Why? Because Chen owns it. It's not available on Facebook because I already got it. It ain't available on YouTube because I got that. It ain't available on the .org because I got that. Now, it is available on About Me because I don't care about whatever About Me is. It's available on FeedBurner and Dribble. I don't care. One of the things they shared with us in the mastermind, make sure you secure your name on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, the .com. Does that make sense? Now, if you don't, what if you have this name and it's on Facebook and it's just booming viral and somebody notices that and they go take that same name and get it on Instagram and they buy the .com name because you ain't bought the .com name and they start selling a product very similar to yours. Are y'all listening? What if I didn't have MillionaireBarber.com or Millionaire Barber on Facebook, but it was on Instagram and boom, and somebody got it on Facebook and they started selling barber products from Millionaire Barber? They would think it was me. All my hard work that I've put in of teaching and giving, now this person is prospering and they ain't doing nothing. So it's very important to secure your name, just like the billion-dollar companies. Amazon is Amazon. Home Depot is Home Depot. Walmart is Walmart. Wherever you go, it's the same name. So that's name checker. So let me put it in the chat here. I just put it in the chat. So when y'all coming up with y'all names, that may take some time. And you want a name that you can easily spell and remember. I'll never forget when I went to that mastermind. This has been probably, I don't know, 7, 8 years ago now. And this mastermind, it wasn't cheap, put it like that. I was the only black dude in that mastermind. And the guy told me, he said, if you don't learn anything, I will refund you 100% of your money. I'm thinking I'm going to get my money back. I honestly thought that I was going to get my money back. And do you know the first thing he did? He had everybody stand up, get their phone out, and you had to say your name. And your social media name. And I said my social media name, Uchendu Nwani. Because back then, everybody's social media name was their first and last name. That's what people was putting. My dad's Nigerian. I have a Nigerian name. My mom's American. So this is what I put, y'all. I'm going to put it in the chat. My government biological name. Do you know what everybody did in the classroom? Huh? What you say? And the goal was when you said your name one time and one time only, they were supposed to be able to go to their cell phone, Instagram, whatever, and find you. Guess what? No one could find me. I was not findable. So how could I even get to the world or make money or whatever online if nobody could find you? Hell, they can't spell my name. They think that's a terrorist, Bin Laden name or whatever. So that's when I realized and understood the power of a name. Some of y'all got these names that people can't spell. They ebonics and you spell them this way, that way. You got underscores and dashes and all kind of crazy stuff. If you tell somebody your name one time and one time only, if they can't pronounce it, spell it, type it in, how can they find you? You killing your business coming out the gate. Amazon, Home Depot, Lowe's, Target, Burger King, Sam's, Walmart. They're easy for a reason. Statistics say that 90% of the people are dumber than a box of rocks. So you have to make stuff kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. Now, some of y'all going to keep y'all names. I don't care. That's better than me. I had to change my name. Atlanta hair doctor changed her name. Most people don't even know my name. They just know Millionaire Barber. My mama that y'all saw earlier, I asked her, you know who Sean Carter is? She said, no, I don't know who that is. I said, you know who Jay-Z is? Yeah. A lot of y'all don't know who Linda Carter is, but you know who Wonder Woman is. You don't know who Peter Parker is, but you know who Spider-Man is. You don't know who Clark Kent is, but you know who Superman is. I said, you know Wayne Carter? No. You know Lil Wayne, the rap? Oh, y'all heard of him. So names are important. So when you get your social media name, it needs to be a name that rings a bell that they can easily spell and they can easily remember. What if you was on Oprah? Imagine you're on Oprah. Think about this, Alethea, Sarissa. Think about this, Cherie. Who else? Clay, Elwood, Miss Morales. Think about this, Jason, Kenneth, Kim, Marilyn, Naya. Think about this, Sybil, Star. If we need, I want y'all to all think about this. Vaughn, Zandra, we're on Oprah. And she says, or Steve Harvey, Ellen DeGeneres, I'm going to make you millions of dollars today. I'm going to tell everybody to go to your page and buy your product. Just say we got a product that's $1,000. And it shows them how to do everything that we know how to do. And Oprah, Ellen DeGeneres, Steve Harvey, whatever says, I want y'all to go to their page and get their product now. It's the best thing in sliced bread. And you just need 1,000 people to go to their page and spend $1,000. That's $1 million. But imagine me saying, Oprah saying, go to his page, uchenduwani.com, and on Instagram, uchenduwani. Who the hell can spell that? It's Sunday, so we're going to use words in the Bible. Hell, who the hell can even find that? No one. So now God has put you in this position, but you weren't prepared. Because of the name, you will lose millions of dollars that day. millions of dollars for your future. And you may not never, ever get that opportunity again. You may not. So that's the power. And you have to do the test. Like when I went to the mastermind, the test is tell 10 people your name. One time and one time only. If they can't go to social media, Instagram, whatever, and type it in and find you, then what that's telling you your name is too difficult. Oh, well, I'm just going to keep my name. I don't care. That's you. Do the name test. Find 10 people that you don't know. Tell them your name one time only. Tell them to find you. I guarantee you, 9 times out of 10, 90% of you all and people out here are not findable. They're not as smart as you. It's easy for you to spell, easy for you to say, but it ain't for nobody else. So hopefully y'all got something from that. Anything else? Okay, she don't use Alethea. They mess up every time. Hey, I don't use Uchendu Obudike Uwandiwani. My God-given biological name. I tell everybody, look, Chin. And I point to it. Hey, Chin. Like on your face. Make it very simple. All right, anything else? So what I'm going to do now, here, I'm going to start calling y'all back. Hopefully y'all got some value today. Wednesday, we got a good class, y'all. We got some good people coming up. I'm telling y'all, y'all don't want to miss that. I recorded this, so what I'm going to do, they'll get the replay. Everybody in the program, you will get the replay for today. Does anybody have any questions before I go ahead and shout everybody out? Let me know. If not, all right, y'all. I got to shout y'all out. All right. What time Wednesday? 8 a.m., 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. All right. Shout out to Silver. Shout out to Nick Neat, Boss. Shout out to Alicia. Shout out to Sarissa. We see you. Shout out to Miss Morales. Shout out to Clay. We see you, Mr. Williams. Shout out to, who is that? Edward Baxter's up in the house. We see you. Shout out to Jason West. Dallas, Texas up in the house. Kenneth Grundy, we see you. Kim G, 313, we see you. Who else? Maryland is up in the house. Rivera, we see you, Maryland. Shout out to Nene. Shout out to Naya. We got all these bosses. Shout out to Star Nicole. We see you, Star Nicole. Shout out to Sybil. Shout out to Zandra. Who else, y'all? Shout out to Sia. Mr. Hair 411. No. All right, y'all. All y'all bosses, go ahead, text me, number 23. I'm ready to start calling you back now. We're going to head to IG for a minute. Peace out. All right, y'all. We just had a really good class. What's going on, Patrick? Kenny up in the house. Chris Calter. Hey, Chris. Aziza. Trevor. Now, y'all go ahead to come on the live. What questions y'all got? You need to come on the live. Go ahead and hit the request button. Any questions? We just did the candidate application. We learned a lot today, y'all. Shared a lot. Any questions y'all got? Who's coming on? I mean, Patrick, Mr. Barber, Pat McCoy. Does the Knackers workshop end on a Sunday or Monday? Monday. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday for candidate schools. Y'all got some questions? Uh, what's going on, Mr. McCoy? Any questions as far as accreditation? Yeah, I did. We still had that class. I didn't go to Barber Brothers. Oh, okay. Decided on a catchy name. All right. Any questions? It'd be like 2 years if you fast track it. Yeah, 2 years if you fast track it. It'd be 2 years if you fast track it. How many hours per day out of the class? The last day they usually let y'all out early. Mm, what's going on, Jay? Let me look up the workshop schedule. I can tell you, Chris. Yeah, the classes start at 9, and it classes end between 5 and 6 p.m. Usually about 5 each day. Does Nagas have a payment plan for the 2525? No, they don't do no payment plans on that. You got to pay them straight out. Yeah. You can fly out on Monday. Most people fly out on Monday. All right. When is the workshop? We just did the workshop this morning, but we're going to have another one next week. Mm-hmm. We're going to have another one next week. Any other questions y'all got? Let me know. G the Barber, what's going on? We got to get some people on here, the live here. Who wants to go live? I'm just going to start clicking on y'all's stuff. Come on the live. If y'all want to come on, y'all can. And ask whatever question y'all want. What's going on?
Yeah, what's happening, man?
Nothing much. How you doing, Mr.
Man,
McCoy?
I'm good. I had a feeling you was gonna do that. I had a feeling you was gonna do that. How you doing, my brother?
Great.
Well, I'm up here in the barber shop today trying to get a little work done.
Okay.
And whew, I'm in the position that I'm in now is more of a pivoting position. I inquired a lot of problems when I get the shop that I have. Ideally, if I didn't have all the issues that I've run into, it would be perfect for a school. Let me show you the size.
Oh, it's big.
Yes, it's over 2,000 square feet of space, you know. But unfortunately, all of these chairs are empty right here, and it's kind of like the supply and demand of what you preaching. We need more barbers. We need more young, enthusiastic, ready to roll people to take advantage of this occupation and this career. So I'm at the point of pivoting to possibly having to downsize. So that's been I'm at that point right now. So once I get through all of that, I'll be able to really get started with what we talked about and what we discussed.
Okay. That'll be good. Your shop is bigger than a lot of our leader schools. Did you know that?
Yeah. From listening to all the times I've listened in and videos, it's a lot bigger.
We
Yeah.
got some people, they schools 1,000 square feet, 1,200, 1,500 square feet.
Yeah, this is actually 2,600 square feet of space. So, but it's a lot of pivoting that I'm looking to do very, very soon and also in the process of. So I still have all of my information, everything that before I start in our initial talk, still fired up, still collecting data, evaluating and making better informed decisions. If I can give a word of advice to anybody that's listening, my fellow barber, stylist, esthetician, cosmetologist, I know you like to use scripture a lot, and I'm a Bible man myself. The scripture says, "For my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge." So that's not just talking about Bible scripture and prophecy. That's anything that we're putting our hands to do. We got to do our due diligence to learn everything about it. Because what you don't know can turn around and bite you in the behind. Just like you, one example you always give that a lot of people fell short at was understanding the rules and the regulations of their state concerning starting a school with the simplicity of understanding what's the square footage requirement. And you gave so many different scenarios and people get everything right and then they end up running into a fall because they didn't pay attention to the square footage. As an example of not doing our due diligence, we're educating ourselves. I guess for me at this point, the best thing I can really share is the transparency of going into business knowing you need to have certain things in place. One thing that I've learned the hard way is you need to have an attorney on retainer. You need to have legal professional services to deal with your contracts, any type of legal uh, jargon that needs to be handled and understood. You need to have someone on retainer where if anything happens liability wise, you already have that in place to where you can pick up the phone and immediately help get some resolve to whatever problem came up that was unforeseen. Uh, but you ain't put me on here just to be talking, but
I don't
you
know.
know,
I
That's,
want you to
you
share.
know what I'm saying? That's some things that I've run into as a business owner. And we're reading your book. Let me go ahead and throw this out here.
Okay.
If y'all ain't got the book, get the book. It's a very impactful short read, but it's a lot of good information in here to and meet the pull from. So I've learned a lot of hard lessons. You know what I mean? And
I
I'm
have
not gonna
too.
allow, huh?
I have too. That's why I was in prison.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
about the worst you can do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you know, it's the hard lessons. You know, if we keep going and don't quit, there'll be lessons earned, something we can take with us along the way that's gonna make us better and help us to improve. But it's things that we gotta have foundationally whenever we're trying to get into these business ventures that we need to know and understand. And having legal counsel is very important. Yeah. So how everything been going with you, my brother?
Everything is good. Just still work with everybody on their journey.
Also, business is business. Everybody, I got a big heart, right? But I've learned the hard way having a big heart in business sometimes don't match. Because people will take advantage of your kindness. You know, it's a dog eat world, but that's not everybody that does business in the world is like that. And from seeing how you move, Chen, you got a big heart because of where you are financially and the place that you've been blessed to be in from your hard work. You don't have to do nothing. I'm gonna tell you, you had me laughing. It was yesterday or day before yesterday. I think it was Friday. You said, "Well, I guess I go find something to do. I ain't got nothing to do. That's why I'm on here." And I fell out laughing. And I said, "Wow, that's what I'm talking about." Two reasons. Number one, your time is so freed up to where you can do what you want to do. Number two, you made a decision to take your time to go invest in other people to help them to be better when you could be doing anything else. So it's appreciated, man. The effort that you putting in, and I pray, man, that it continues to just be a blessing to other people, and you just get even more and more blessed, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. God is
Yeah,
good.
man. Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Say what's up, little man.
Hey, what's going on?
I got my earbud in. That's why you can't hear it, little man. But yeah, man. But I know you been seeing me off and on, but that's my update. I'm in the middle of pivoting, making some tough decisions that got to be made, and to execute in some areas that got to be executed, so that I can move forward for the next phase of me doing this. And I've been at this 24 years this year.
24?
24. 24
That's
years.
a long time.
So one of the things that it's amazing how God put this stuff together. I'm working with a brother who has a nonprofit organization where we're bringing barbering courses into the middle schools and community centers in our neighborhood, where we're able to do like a 8-week course in the school that my daughter attends. It's a full year course of barbering, braiding, that it's about 5 instructors where we're going in there and we're teaching these kids the art of barbering. You know what I mean? They got a full course that's implementing a business plan for them to understand business structure, a lot of stuff that you don't even get in your regular barber school. And we're offering it to middle school kids. So I'm already and being an instructor with doing that with these kids. So it's a lot of things that's pivoting in the direction that I want it to go in, and it's all about time, you know, and the timing is lining up. So I'm just excited about what's happening, and where everything is going, you know.
So what's your email?
Stay Groom Company at
Huh?
Gmail. Stay Groom Company at
STAY.
gmail.com. Yep, STAY.
Did I give you that business plan?
Yep, yep,
Okay.
yep.
All right.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yes,
so you
sir.
got it. I just wanted to make sure you had it. That way you can use it and give it to them, share it or whatever.
Yep, yep. So you know, it's a lot of positivity happening, man. But what I'm thinking is I'm gonna have to downsize.
Well, you should downsize. In order to do division multiplication, we have to reduce it down to its lowest common denominator. So in order for me to have done what I did, it's okay to downsize because you downsize to get ready to upsize.
Indeed,
Yeah.
indeed, indeed.
Yeah, I would get rid of everything because when you downsize, you're going to feel better inside. It's going to get rid of stress and worry and all of that. And then you
You
can
know, now
start
that
back up fresh.
exactly. You know, now that you say that, there's a point that you made in your book about the mindset from ownership, no, from worker to manager to ownership.
Yep.
Listen,
So that business owner.
brother, let me tell you, when I read that, I got goosebumps. I was like, hoo, 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 hoo. I said, hold on. I literally put the book down. I got up, walked to the bathroom, looked myself in the mirror, and said, "Did you hear that?" Came back and looked at my mirror at my station and said, "Did you hear that?" And I picked the book back up and kept reading. That's powerful because I've learned that there's a huge difference between being self-employed and being a
And a
business
business.
owner.
That's right.
Two different mindsets. And I've been operating this business from a management position versus an owner's position with insufficient ability at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I read that in your book, I said, man, let me tell y'all something. She didn't know what you're talking about. You can only put that in a book from experience. You
I
can't. That ain't
experienced it.
something you just gonna think of.
No.
That's experience.
That book, I was living that. Man, I would cry, be stressed out, everything. And I
Yeah.
figured, hell, if I'm going through this and dealing with this and then I get out of it, I'm sure 90% of the other beauty professionals, they're going to go through it and they're going to try to figure out
Mm-hmm.
how to get out of it and all that. So let me share what I did. That's why I'm so adamant on the school.
Yeah. It makes nothing but sense, you know. So I'm still super excited, man. Like I said, it's so much potential.
Yeah.
Uh, just encourage people, man. You know, those that's on here, people that's watching. We got to be able to see the greatness within ourselves. I
And
know, like for me, it's easy for me to be able to see somebody else's gift and be their biggest cheerleader. I mean, push them, encourage them. You know what I mean? Give them that positive affirmation of go get it done. But when you get to the level of where, okay, when are you going to take all of that you put out to other people and speak it from within for yourself
mm-hmm,
and get the greatness that's within to maximize yourself? You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
So, for all y'all cheerleaders out there that love encouraging other people, now it's your turn.
And TD
It's
Jakes
our
said,
turn.
he said, we ain't downsizing. He said, we just repositioning ourselves.
That part.
And
Yeah.
Frank Lucas, you remember the movie Frank Lucas, American Gangster?
Yeah, American Gangster.
It was one thing that his plug said, that foreign Vietnamese guy. when the war was over, he told Frank, sometimes quitting is winning. Sometimes
Break
you
that
gotta
down for us,
quit
Tim.
certain things to win. It's almost like a bad relationship with a woman or whatever, you're in love, a man. Sometimes you gotta quit it to win it.
Gotta let it go.
Let it go.
It's like pruning a tree. You're not cutting the tree down. You're just cutting off a part of the tree that's not producing so it can grow what's going to produce.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, indeed. So let mommy hold it. Indeed. Yeah. So my one of my little slogans, man, is keep going and keep growing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna tell you, this is a big old light bill up in here. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? this is a big old light bill every month, huh?
Yeah.
And one thing I realized, man, the industry has changed so much since COVID. You know,
Mm-hmm.
the days of the fellas piling up in the barbershop and, you know, we have a barbershop talk and conversation, you know, the ladies, you know, coming into the salon and they just chatting. Them days over with. People people don't even want that no more, you know?
Yeah, they call that disruption.
Say again?
They call that disruption. You remember the VHS tape?
Yes, sir.
You remember the DVD came out?
Yeah.
The DVD disrupted the VHS tape. You remember the Walkman radio? The
Yeah.
iPod disrupted the Walkman radio. So a lot of us, when disruption comes, we don't comply. We act blind to it and we get ate up. No matter how great your VHS tape is, when the DVD came out, you got left behind.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
So when you don't pivot, when disruption comes, you will be left behind. Like even when I got online and was doing stuff 8 years ago, the beauty professionals thought I was crazy. They all used to laugh at me. But then when the pandemic hit and disruption came and all of that, they weren't ready.
Mm.
See, the Bible says when you don't prepare, you will drown in something you could have floated over.
Wow.
If you build that boat, have that float ready and all that, while everybody else is drowning, you float.
Wow.
So it's important to be connected with the right people that have vision, people that have seen the vision. You know, they see things that we don't see, but a lot of times people don't listen.
Consultation. A lot of times in our community, we're not taught the value of getting professional consultation. Talk to somebody that's been down the path that you're trying to go down. Talk to somebody who's been through the pitfalls, somebody who has been successful, that knows the path. You know, a lot of times we jump into stuff with good intention, but we don't get enough consultation to make sure we can have a smoother journey. Because you're gonna come across some bumpy roads, you're gonna come across some, but it's some unnecessary stuff you don't have to go through if you get the right consultation to help
Mm-hmm.
you along the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's something that you're providing.
You get a good GPS system, a GPS person or GPS system versus trying to do it ourselves.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So that's what we got going on, Mr. Chin.
Yep. We got to operate out of faith instead of fear. A lot of people, they can't see it, they don't do it.
Right. Right. You got to believe in what you're trying to go after. If you don't believe in it, you're wasting your time. Wasting your time. So today, my Sunday is my I'm off on Saturday, so my Sunday is my extra day. Get it in, get a few people done, I got a short day today. You know, I
Mm-hmm.
got a honeydew list. You know, wife waiting on me with the honeydew list. You know, to go run some errands and stuff. So, you know, I got one more when I finish this little guy, and then I'm out for the day, man. And it's a blessing to be able to do what we do because it's a whole other part of being a barber, a stylist, a person that works in the service industry, in the beauty industry, and that's helping people with their mental health, helping people to, when they come into our establishment and they sit in our chair and receive their service, we have the ability to help put a level of encouragement and confidence in them that they may not have had when they came in, but they have it when they leave out. You know what I mean? So that's the passion behind it. You got to care about people. A lot of people don't care about people. Why
Mm-hmm.
take off on Saturday? Well, I take off on Saturdays because of religious reasons. I keep the Sabbath. So instead of working on Saturday, I come in on Sunday. And it's whew, if I didn't shut off my time on Sunday, man, I'd be here all day. But I know we traditionally work all day on a Sabbath. I did it for years. I've been working on Sundays now since 2018, and it's all about how you position yourself, and it ain't just about good haircuts. It's about dependability. I've seen people who their skills may not be as good, but they're dependable. The people know that when they come and they got an appointment, they're gonna be there. They're gonna be on time. They're gonna be professional. So dependability is and consistency. People, you know, they want a good service and they want to get it every time. Just like if you go to a restaurant, you know, it's amazing how a fast food restaurant got the best customer service now outside of a 5-star restaurant. I'm gonna say that again. A fast food restaurant chain has more customer service than most restaurants outside of a 5-star restaurant. Chick-fil-A. They're gonna let you know you appreciate it for being there. They're gonna say thank you. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
we have to have that same courtesy with our clients and our people. Got to care about people, man. But that's a whole nother lane you'll have to go down to. And I feel like I'm talking too much, man. Let me be quiet.
No, I mean that's what we all can share.
You know. Yeah, it's a blessing to do what we do, man. It's a blessing to
Mm-hmm.
do what we do. Did anybody have any comments more in the I see real
Um,
valid 716 says thanks for putting God first. Hey, whew, he the he the creator of all things. If he didn't put things in order for me to take advantage of, I wouldn't be able to do nothing. Gotta put him first, you know.
that's right. Mm,
And people respect that too, you know. Your clients respect that, you know. Mom, see what I mean? See how I line up just puts it in order. You know what I mean? Just let it keep going and make sure you pick it out when it's wet. Yeah, that's all you need. You
Kenny,
let
y'all
that
got any
thing grow.
questions? Chris, any of y'all
Anybody
want to
have
come
any
join the live? Y'all
questions?
come on here. Read value, come
Uh,
on and join.
I'm in Orlando, Florida.
Nathan, Kendrick, Trevor, Betty Ann, Lala, Chris. Where are you?
To Real Valet 716, Orlando, Florida.
They're having a NACA's conference down there next month.
Here in
Yeah,
Orlando, right?
I
Hmm.
may come.
Man, if you come through, man, I love to take you to dinner. I know you can afford to take me to dinner and probably 20, 30 other people, but just to sit down, you know what I mean? Break bread with you, man.
Yeah.
Would love to. Love to. Come here, little buddy. Yeah, man. you better say what they said, what Jordan Betty said.
Where are you? Uh,
Lord, Lord, I think that's my wife's grandmama.
uh,
Got on there
Chris.
if I'm not mistaken.
Chris, you got to come out and come back in. Go out and come back in, and then hit the live button.
All right, little man, give me that. You good, man.
Yeah, you can go out and come back in, Chris. He has a school in California.
Okay.
It's about
Wow.
1,200 square feet.
Awesome.
He been a barber for about 25, 30 years. And
Mm.
he just transitioned to the school. It's been over about a year now.
Yeah, he an OG in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, OG. 10. I'm gonna go out and take
Okay.
this transaction.
All right.
But if you want me to come back in, just
Yeah,
let me
hit the
know.
live
And
button and come
if
back.
not,
No, hit the
okay,
live
I'll
button
be right
and come
back.
back. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, Chris, you have to go out of the live and come back in and then hit the camera button. Because right now it's just got even revalue. Here, you can come on here, revalue. All right. We bringing Chris in. So he got a school in one of the toughest states, California. He's a real soldier. What's going on,
All right.
brothers?
What's that?
Yo, what's up?
Hey. So y'all can introduce yourselves so everybody know who y'all are, what y'all do.
I'm Chris Coulter, and I'm with Oakland Barber Academy in Oakland, California. And I'm headed to NACIS next month for the workshop. And that's it.
How long your school been open, Chris?
March 20th marks 1 year.
How long you been a barber?
I've been licensed since 06. A licensed professional barber since 06, but I've been cutting many years before that.
That's about, what, 30 years?
It's a minute. It's a minute. But real quick, I got to get to the shop, though. Chin, I wanted to ask if you could just take me through a day at the workshop. What can I expect? They're going to be giving us tests. We got to take a lot of notes. What do I prepare? You know, what's it going to be like?
Saturday, every day will just be workshops. You just sit there listening, sitting in the chair just listening. That's it. They'll be doing PowerPoints, and that's it. They'll take breaks or whatever, but that's all 3 days. You ain't got to take no notes or do none of that. You're going to know a lot of that stuff you already know. You're going to know way more than other people. 99% of the people there that go through the accreditation, they don't do none of that paperwork. They have a team that do all that stuff. Like last week, we just did another school. Their document was 270. Let me see. It was about 270 something pages. Yeah, it was like 270 something pages with the electronic bookmarks and all that. But these school owners don't do that paperwork. They hire a team or somebody to do that for them.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I was fully prepared before I flew out.
Yeah, it's nothing. You just got to be there. Make sure you're there. Saturday, you got the workshop. It starts probably, I think, at 9. Be there, register at 8:30 or whatever. And you're just going to be sitting in the class. You ain't got to bring nothing.
Okay.
Bring.
And I got to get my flight arrangements. So we got to go to class on Monday morning.
Yeah, Monday, you got class all day Monday. They may let y'all out early. Sometimes they let you out early. Worst case scenario, you'll be there to 5.
On a Monday?
Yeah, that's the worst case scenario, yeah. Because the class Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Okay.
For candidate schools.
So I got to schedule a flight out of there on Tuesday morning. That's like a 4-day.
Or either on Monday, Monday, late Monday evening.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was just gonna be the weekend. I can get up out of there on Monday morning. Okay, that's it. Like I said, man, I got to get up out of here. I just wanted to tap in with you real quick, get some firsthand information on the workshop. But yeah, appreciate everything, and I'm gonna stay in touch with you, Tim, especially when I get out there to
I
Orlando.
may come out there too.
Okay, that'd be great to see you,
Yeah.
man.
All right. Okay.
All right, bro.
All right, Chris.
Yeah.
All right. Who we got here?
What's happening? You Chindy, what's good, man?
Nothing much.
So I've been hearing about you through several circles, especially from my man Jeff, the entrepreneur. He's been saying that we need to connect, and I saw that you sent a request on the live, dude. I'm in here meal prepping right now, so this is not the perfect time. But I figure you hit me with the request. Yo, I'm on here.
Yeah,
So what's happening?
he told me about you too.
Okay, so you teach people how to open barber schools.
Yeah, how to
Am I
open the
correct?
barber school, become accredited, and get the government funded. Been doing it 26 years, since 1998.
Oh wow, so you're a master at that.
Yeah, I'm a master. I'm the best in the world.
Okay.
Yeah, but my mentor, I had her for 20 years. She is the one that helped Paul Mitchell. She was a white lady doing $1 million a month back in the 90s. She had a chain of schools. I was the first black student to get in that program in 1998. And then she kind of, I guess God blessed me for her to take a liking to me like her son. And she just opened up the floodgates. And for 20 years, she was like giving me everything from building the house, the real estate, to life, just everything. And then we partnered about 11 years ago because she was shutting the program down because she had gotten old, we had grandkids, and she had told the team, that's it. And so I asked if I could partner. And she said, why? You doing well. You made this money, did this. She said, why you want to do this? I said, well, I want to help her. I wasn't talking prejudice because she was like my mama, and it just came out inadvertently. I want to help 1,000 black people get schools. And she said, well, do it. You got my staff and hire your staff and do it, Shannon. So that's what I've been doing. We got probably 2,000 cases, proven cases, results, receipts, from Guam to Alaska to Hawaii to California to Florida, everywhere. I mean, so the goal is just to help beauty professionals transition to the highest level.
Gotcha.
You know,
So the highest level is education for you?
the highest level is a school. A school owner in the beauty world is like that somebody playing ball in college or high school. What's the highest level? The NBA.
Right.
Once you make it to the league, get your big contract and all of that, that's the pinnacle, other than taking that money doing real estate and investing what Kobe, Jordan, LeBron, all the other people do. So working as a barber, hairstylist, and nail tech, that's the lowest level of wealth. That's exchanging time for money. Anytime a person uses muscle or whatever to make money, they're exchanging time for money. That's the lowest level of wealth. There's 4 levels of wealth. The
Okay,
next
give it
level
to
is
me.
management.
Give me the 4 levels. Educate me real quick.
Okay, I'll give you the 4 levels. The lowest level, and that's the level that nobody should want to stay on. They may start there, but you don't want to stay there. 90% of the world gets stuck on the first level, the lowest level of wealth, which means all your time you're going to be half broke, struggling, is exchanging time for money, making money with your muscle, exchanging time for money. A barber, hairstylist, nail tech, whoever, they're exchanging time for money. When they don't work, guess what? They don't get paid.
Right.
Okay, that's like almost at a slave level. The next level, you managing. Now you got a little shop, you managing people, but now you got more stress because you're babysitting. You're managing people that are less educated than you, they less than you. So you're always gonna be under stress and babysitting and mad and all of that. because you're an eagle now. You're managing ducks. That's the second level, management.
Okay.
Okay, which is really worse than the first level, because now you're managing all these McDonald's workers. You got a different color suit on and hat and shirt, but you run around with your head cut off.
Right.
You don't hit freedom until the third and fourth levels. You don't hit freedom well to the third and fourth levels. The third level, your mouth, your message. Now you're taking what you learned in a barbershop or whatever, you're making money with your mouth, TD Jakes, Denzel Washington, Jay-Z, Kanye, Tony Robbins, your mouth, your message, Oprah Winfrey, Steve Harvey, you're making millions. Okay, so that's the school. I can't cut out.
I love the way that you broke that down. So I've understood that concept.
I think the internet is going in and out.
Can the people hear me? I can't even see any comments.
Your internet was going in circles, but now we're good.
Okay, so I've understood that concept with different words. So I get it. Starting out, servicing the people, then you go to the next level of managing the people, then you go to the level of teaching the people. So you're already at a level of purpose and freedom, and you've been there for 26 years. I definitely look forward to learning more from you based upon what I've seen and from what I've heard too. I'm currently in Austin, Texas. Do you have any of your students or anybody that you deal with here?
In Austin?
Yeah.
I can check. I do know we got like 30 or 40 school owners in our program in Texas, but I don't know about Austin. But Texas is big. I do know our youngest school owners in Texas. He was a Mexican dude, 25 years old.
Got it.
I don't know what part, but I can check. Now, you a barber?
Yeah, I'm a barber. All right, so a little bit about me. I'm a barber by trade, 30 years of experience. I've been owning a shop for 10 years. Yeah. Come on, man. You see these grays? You see them? Stop it. I've been around for a long time. So 30 years of experience, 10 years of ownership. I just published a book recently, and I've been on my tour doing workshops and things like that across the nation and looking at opening a shop here in Austin, Texas. However, opening up a school has always been in the background. We want to be integrated all the way from when someone wants to become a barber all the way to, when they make the career decision of retiring or whatever. But I don't know. I've never had the exposure to anybody that knew how to open a school. Like, people say they want to do it, but actually talking to someone who's done it, this is the first time.
Well, with the school, okay, just say you open up a school today.
Right.
I'll open up a shop today. We both work 8 hours a day, okay? Now, my shop has 5 chairs. Your school got 5 chairs because there's no minimum square footage in Texas. You got a small classroom, restroom. Now, you take all your clients, you cutting them into school. Okay? So you ain't lost no money, have you?
No.
Because you done transition from the shop to the school. Or you done turn your shop into a school. So now you got all them clients. You can do theory 1 hour a day. You got to do classroom 1 hour a day by law. You don't have to do it on Saturdays. So from 9 to 10, you do theory. From 10 a.m. until you're cutting hair. Your client's charging full price. Now you get a student. Man, I ain't got no money, but I can put out $500 and give you $200 a month. You say, okay, you get 5 or 10 students like that. Now you got the down payment, they're paying monthly, or they got payment plans, all of that. Now, how much your haircuts in the shop average in Austin? Just average.
35.
35, okay. So you got a school, we're gonna charge half price on $10 a haircut or 15. All right. Well, who we gonna target? Single parent moms, high school kids, college kids, the elderly, special needs people that can't pay that 35. So now you got all these people coming in. The students cutting the hair, right? gets the money?
The school.
Who owns the school?
I, well, is it my school? If it's
It's
mine, I
your
own it.
school. You
Yeah,
you
my
own the school. Okay.
yeah, my okay.
Now what? But
All
what
right.
percentage? But what percentage of the money? If I'm a student at
Well,
your school, I could
students
have.
are only allowed to keep tips, right? So the school gets 100% of the
You're
proceeds.
exactly right. Plus, I got to pay you. I'm the slave working on the slave plantation picking cotton. You get
Wait a
all the
minute, man.
money. Plus, I got to pay you to pick cotton, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Now, after a year, you can go through accreditation. So now, what's your name?
My name is Aaron. My real
Aaron.
name is Aaron. Birth name, yeah.
Aaron. Okay, so Aaron, now it's like Aaron has a big old barber shop with free labor. I got my barber shop. I'm cutting, but I only got 50-50, 60-40, 70-30, or booth rent, correct?
Right.
You got this school, shop, whatever, you get 100%. Now, the second year you're accredited. Now that puts Aaron in position to get up to $20,000 per student because the federal government's going to pay him. The GI Bills, they've been in the military, they're going to pay him. If they have any type of mental, physical health, or dependency problem, vocational rehabilitation is going to pay him, or they go through workforce development. So now Aaron gets 50 clients, 50 students at 20,000.
Mm-hmm.
One meal. Then, what am I doing? In the shop struggling, dealing with these clients. Now Aaron, his influence, his status, his respect has gone through the roof because Aaron is a school owner. A barber, stylist, and nail tech, they don't respect them. Nobody caring about them. You go through the airport with this shirt on, everybody's looking at me. A school owner, you get the respect. So now you hire people, you changing the mindset, you getting these young men. Aaron ain't teaching them just about barber. He teach they businessmen, real estate, God, LLCs, business credit. They leaving. He got them reading Think and Grow Rich, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Richest Man in Babylon, Who Moved My Cheese. He got them. They leaving his school with a college degree. So now women are sending their sons to him because these sons going home making up their bed. So they sending them. I'm talking about myself when I had my school. So he don't have a school. Aaron has a ministry. Now he's impacting the whole community, and God has blessed him to make millions too in the process. What's Chin doing? Still in the shop. It's 25 years that passed. Chin's still in the shop. Aaron, I had a school 25 years of retire. He done paid probably $30-40 million and building subdivisions. Every time he go to a barber event, man, that's Aaron right there, man. Do the school on it. Man, you know he got this school in Austin, Texas. So Aaron's just walking there. He already in shape and healthy, so he just the man. What's up, man? So that's the process, man.
Yeah, I love how you explain that. You definitely shifted my way of thinking within like a minute. I see it. I understand it. See, I never knew much about how schools operate or the systems and things like that. So now that you're giving it to me, I know that it probably can be a little bit more intricate.
Yeah.
But the broad overview of it, I got it. I would definitely rather have a school than a shop.
Yeah. I mean, as far as the paperwork, the details, our program is step by step. Not mine. Miss Velma. I mean, this lady right here. That lady right there.
Okay.
That was me in 1998.
I see you, man.
It's our program. I mean, I went from 3 cents an hour, cutting hair for 3 cents an hour in prison, to getting out. I didn't want to be stuck here cutting hair behind the chair. I wanted more. So God he told me about her. I joined her program. I did my down payment, do what I could. Opened up a little small raggedy school. As you can see, the desk was scratched up and the chair was, because I bought that from Goodwill. Rented a little small
Okay.
raggedy building in the hood. Roof leaking. You see where it's brown and stuff?
Yeah.
But when I got accredited, Aaron, I had the biggest barber school in the whole world. 200
Okay.
something students.
Mm.
And 20,000 per student. God said the first shall be last, the last shall be first. So for them 2-3 years, I was just grinding it. And when I got accredited, I went pro. So y'all
All
ain't got
right.
to go to the shop or what. If you Kobe Bryant or LeBron, go pro, go straight out of high school. Well, you got to do this. I've never worked at a school, never taught in my life. But with Miss Velma's program, I can read and follow instructions.
Yeah.
So she made it so simple because everybody else, nobody was sharing it step by step. Nobody had a program to hold you by the hand, to guide you and all that. I'm thinking you got to have millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands like Paul Mitchell. Man, I had $20,000.
Yeah, that's like, damn, you changed my life. I ain't gonna hold you. This is our first time ever really talking. You have changed my life, bro.
But Miss Velma changed mine. She changed mine. When I did that school, I was 26 years old. When I
How old are you now?
53.
Okay, damn, keeping the skin looking good. You know what I'm saying? I see
Hey,
you got the nori, you got the drink champs edge up now.
look, when you're a school owner, the government gave you over 20 mil, and you eat right, don't eat chicken, don't eat meat, you work out and stress free, you with God, you have a glow, you feel good. I definitely like my partners that's 50 something that's been cutting, their bodies broke down, rotator cuffs, trigger finger, limping. I feel like I'm 25 and run
Damn.
like it.
Okay.
So, but the school, that's why I'm so adamant. But I mean, the biggest thing with the school, I mean, the biggest thing, I was able to retire that woman 20 years ago, my mama.
Mm.
That's a woman that raised 3 kids by herself, single parent home, the struggle, that's the biggest cap.
Mm.
And be able to take care of my sister. Because when I went to prison, she went too. And she was going to be a senior in college. She was a senior in college, going to be a nurse. Because of my stupidity dealing drugs, the feds got her too. So
Damn.
that school has allowed me to take care of my mom and take care of my sister, which means everything. Without that, a shop would not have done that. I've been licensed 34 years. Not been barber. I've been licensed 34 years. So if I had not opened a school, guess where I'd be right now?
Probably on a chain game, man, or in a shop, dying
Chain,
behind a chair.
chain behind the chair.
Mm.
I mean, we don't want to work for nobody. We don't want to be told to do as beauty professionals. Don't want a job. I mean, who's gonna pay us what we can make cutting a couple of heads in an hour? Who's gonna work $20 an hour, $30 an hour? Oh man, I can cut a head of hair and make that in 20 minutes or whatever. So
Right.
with the school, that's
How many schools? How many schools you got?
0.
Oh, what happened to the school?
I'm retired. When I was 26, the goal was to retire at 40. But I fell in love with the schools. They were my ministry, so I retired at 46. Did 20 years.
Mm.
So now my mission is to duplicate myself to make people better to be like Kamasi, who's out in Chicago. He has 2 schools. He does $2 million a year. He was cutting hair for $10 a head in the shop. I met him before the internet. I met this dude at Barber Brothers, and he was a
Mm.
barber. His dream was to retire his wife and be able to take his family to Africa for a year. That was his dream. He did it. Larry got 8 schools up there. Got seats behind Chicago Bulls. So it's hundreds of people who live in a dream. And it's not about, I'm when I say living the dream, I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about freedom, being able to take care of your family and put them in a better position and be able to help people. You know, go to a restaurant, you see a woman over there with 2 or 3 kids or 4 kids, and you tell the waiter, I got them. Because you know that woman is struggling by herself. You go to the movies, woman with kids, and they can't get popcorn like I couldn't as a kid because it costs too much. So
Yeah.
mom used to sneak popcorn in. Would you tell them, hey, y'all come over here, get them all the popcorn and goodies that they want. So it's about giving. But with a school, you get to change people's lives. And your best students, Aaron, guess where they're gonna work? In your barbershop. So now you don't have to babysit them. You got all stars in there, mentally and physically. So now you're opening up all of these shops all over town with great barbers or whatever. Your worst students, we're gonna send them to Jeff. Let Jeff retrain them, get their mind right.
We can send our worst students to Cuts by T over there in the comments.
All right.
We're going to send them to you, T. Our worst students.
Let him babysit them. They don't want to clean up, come to work, and do all that. So that's the school.
Word. All right, so you gave me some free game. Do you have a course where I can learn like the nuts and bolts to it?
I put everything for free on YouTube. I got 500 or 600 videos where I give y'all everything. Now, all the documents and the community and all that, yeah, we have a program. We've had that for, Ms. Belma started it probably 30 or 40 years ago. When we have that, all the documents are copy and paste. So you don't even have to recreate the enrollment agreements, the school catalog, the curriculums, the orientation forms, pre-orientation receipt, all the policies receipt, just everything is in that back portal. We have a program for that. Now, talking to you, you ain't the average brother. Talking to you, I can tell that you're smart. So I wouldn't even tell you a gold or bronze program, a high levels. No, I would tell you the very bottom because that program has everything that the bronze and gold program has. It's just we're not babysitting you. It has everything back there, step by step. And if you get stuck or have problems, you can email the ladies, email the team, and they'll respond. But most men, I say, look, dude, you need the bronze to go because I don't think you can copy and paste. I don't think you can email. I don't think you're going to do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
I mean, you know how most barbers are. But I don't think you need that. I think now Cuts by T probably do. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you definitely shifted things for me, you know, and I'm pretty sure I could handle, you know, all the processes on my own.
Of course
you
you can.
And, I'm so glad that we connected. Yeah, I appreciate you, and I hope that, you know, once I execute on all of this, I can present like a crazy gift. I know you've gotten a lot of gifts from a lot of people. I want to give you something that nobody has ever given you before.
The gift is going to be you opening your school, changing other men and women's lives. That's the gift. And then I invite you on Wednesday night. We have our Wednesday nights. Anybody can come. But every Wednesday, we have a leader in the program who opened up their school or they just got accredited, just made their bid or whatever, just got open, and they share their journey from childhood to where they are now. And then I record that and put it on YouTube. And then when other people see it, and it's, oh, dang, if Aaron did that, man, I didn't know he went through that. Well, man, I didn't know Aaron used to do that. And he opened up a school, so that's going to inspire others. So that's all I ask for you all. Because we got about 300 or 400 of those on YouTube. I mean, like Alex, got 4 kids, a woman, single parent mom with 4 little children. She opened up her school. She's been open over a year, and she's in Texas. So when people see that, that inspires them. When you see that, that's going to give you more fuel because you're going to say, dang, this one with 4 kids, opened up this school, was working a job too. Hell, I know I can do it. That's what that's going to do.
Right.
It's going to remove the doubt, the fear, the hesitation, the excuses, all of that.
Okay. All right. That's what we want. Well, I appreciate your time. I know your time is valuable.
Hey,
I
I ain't got nothing
appreciate the
but
game.
time. What else I got to do? I have nothing but time. Why you think I'm on here? I ain't got nothing to do. I need somebody to
Okay.
talk to.
Okay.
My mom,
Um, may I ask one more question?
you can ask as many as you want.
I, I got you. Got you. So what would you say what would you say was the biggest pain point in opening your first school?
Finding someone that would rent a building to a convicted cocaine dealer that was on federal parole with bad credit, no credit, and no driver's license.
Yeah. Yeah, you was
Being turned down about 40 times, no means not right now. And you move on to the next, and then you finally find an old man in this hood, this ragged
what
shopping
state?
center, Tennessee, a racist state. That's what state, Tennessee.
Damn, I don't really know much about Tennessee.
Well, that was predominantly Caucasian. It ain't Atlanta, I can tell you that. It ain't Chicago, down south. So that was the biggest thing because everybody wants to make excuses and this and that. That was the biggest thing. So I found that small building, raggedy. The rent wasn't nothing. It was cheaper than the barbershop I had. Richard in
Mm.
Atlanta at Buy Right financed the equipment. I paid the first and last. I paid like a couple of thousand down and paid $415 a month. They sent all the equipment, had a couple of crackheads or whatever around the neighborhood that I would pay daily to do the plumbing and electrical. You know, they was gifted, but they had habits. So I put newspaper up all over the windows because I didn't have the money to pay codes and wait on them.
Yeah,
So
permit and stuff.
yeah, so I had to do what I had to do. Got open. I was the teacher, the theory teacher, practical floor teacher, the administrator, the toilet bowl cleaner, the janitor. I was everything. Had y'all everything at the shop?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I call it CER.
Yeah.
You handling everything.
Yeah. But like the paperwork, all of that, knowing what to do, that was the easy part because I was in Miss Velma's program. I didn't have the money to join. She let me do a down payment and I was paying a monthly, but to get through state board, everything was there. Boom, I just had to put my name on it. The curriculum, lesson plans, all the policies and procedures, refund policies, satisfactory academic progress policies, leave of absence, all this stuff. Then when I got open, I had the enrollment agreement, the catalog. I already had that from her. I just had to put my name and address on it, logo. When I went through NACA's accreditation, same process. So I didn't have, when you have a proven blueprint and system, a proven GPS, you just follow your GPS. If I had issues, I reached out to the team. Simple as that. I can follow. I ain't no dummy. If you give me an open book test with the answers, you give me the combination to that vault, I will open it by following the instructions, if your instructions are correct. So it wasn't hard. The biggest thing was people having a mindset, because when you tell somebody you want to do something that they've never done, they're going to talk, I wouldn't say negative. It's just that God didn't give them that vision. They can't see it. You know, if you tell a barber, I'm going to get a school, well, naturally they scared because all they know is their dream is to open up a shop. Their top, Aaron, is your bottom. And even when I told Ms. Velma, I said, I don't want to be a failure. You know, I don't want to be at the bottom. You know, what if I fail? You know what that white lady said?
What she said?
She said, you're already at the bottom. You're already a failure. And I said, what do you mean by that, Ms. Velma? She said, when you got out of federal prison, you lived at a halfway house and you had to get a job, didn't you? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, you went to all these places, fast food places, and they didn't hire you, did they? I said, no, ma'am. I have trafficking cocaine, aiding and abetting, conspiracy to distribute, gun charges, everything to my friends got charged with, they charged me with, I didn't get covered anything. She said, where'd you get a job? I said, at the barber shop. She said, you was a cocaine dealer. I said, yes. She said, if you was a crackhead, like you always talk about, and just got out of rehab, where would you go work? I said, I'd go cut hair at a barber shop. She said, so if you opened this school, it just happened, didn't follow my instructions or whatever, and it failed and shut down, what would you do? You know what I told her, Aaron?
What did you say?
I go work at the barber shop. She said, so right now you're working at the barber shop. She said, you're a failure and you're at the bare bottom. You can't go any lower. You just told me that because you're getting out of prison, you worked there. If you got out of drug rehab, you worked there. She said, so if all else fails, you'll be right back where you're at right now. She said, you're going to die behind that chair, old man, if you don't do this school. And she said, I don't care if you join this program. She said, that's not going to change my life. She said, that little money right, that's not going to change my life. She said, you've been to my house. I've showed you everything. You talking about you want to retire your mama, help your sister, do all that? She said, that barbershop is not going to do that. She said, you're going to be just like all these other people, robbing Peter to pay Paul, broke, tired, and old. And I opened that school. Some people fear opening a school. I feared not opening a school because if I didn't, I was scared that I was going to be stuck behind that chair. And I used to drive by this shop late at night, and it'd be a little dim light on. And this old man would be in there cutting slow. I didn't want to be him. And I knew, what else am I going to do? I'm not going pro. I'm not that smart. I can't run fast. I can't sing. I can't dance. Hell, I can't cut hair really. Can't use the rake. What else was I going to do? My only shot was me playing the lottery, you know, and I would play and hope that I would hit. I mean, go to the little corner store. That didn't happen. Or the school. And the thing about the school does not take education. It doesn't take experience. It doesn't take skill set. Because I wasn't experienced. I'm not a skilled barber. You know, I ain't the best. Can't use a razor and all these tricks that y'all do. But yet.
I'm not a part of y'all neither. I'm definitely, I feel you, bro.
Yeah, everybody on here, we're eagles. The other people duck. Let them die behind the chair, but not you all. A lot of people know about Miss Velma. The only difference is I pulled the trigger. I jumped. I took action.
Right. Would you say she was like, Miss Velma was like your custom model?
Exactly. Miss Velma, like Kamasi and all these other people, I'm their Miss Velma. I know that. I mean, I was with her for 20 years. Yeah. My team, I'm their Miss Velma. She's gone on to be with the Lord, had her 20 years. Even when she was living, when we partied, she didn't do nothing. I took the team, did that. She poured into me, and I made it better because we didn't have the technology that we have now. It was crazy. So it's easier now. We have Zooms. Y'all ain't got to retype nothing, copy and paste. Yeah. Y'all got the ladies. We meet up and stuff. So with the technology, y'all got it made. You can be dumped in a box of rocks. And there are all other dumb school owners out there that went through my program that are making millions. Yes, they are. Some of y'all probably went to schools with the owners, couldn't cut or wasn't doing nothing. Well, okay. Get y'all own school.
My wheels are turning. My wheels are definitely turning. Because I came out here with a totally different mindset and different goal. And Jeff has been telling me, yo, you got to talk to Uchendu. You got to get with Uchendu. You got to get with Uchendu. And he was telling me a little bit about what you do and how you do it. But I was getting like third party, you know, you know how telephone is. somebody tells somebody something, then the next person gets a little watered down. Like, oh, that's what he's doing. Okay, that sounds great. But hearing it from you has definitely
Well,
brought a lot of value to my life.
yeah, and the thing about it, I show y'all everything. Y'all see my journey. I've been on A&E, Vice TV. They've done documentaries.
Oh,
I don't.
really?
Yeah. I'll
Oh
show you
man, I'm in the dark.
just a
Yo,
little
yo,
glimpse.
we got some hitters in this live, man. This is real game, yo.
Yeah.
Like, this is worth more than money.
Yeah.
What you're doing here, spending time with us.
I knew that they was probably gonna give me a life sentence because I knew the amount of cocaine, what it was. That was the largest amount A&E ever in Nashville at the time. Well, I told God to give me 10 years. And the judge, he said, you know what? I'm gonna give you that boot camp. The boot camp, it was in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania. This boot camp, they select 200 people a year out of 100,000. It wasn't for drug dealers. It was for white collar criminals. So I was there for 6.5 months. And we worked 17 hours a day, hard labor. Every day we worked in the fields, planting and working on a farm. From the day that I hit there, their goal was to break me. Now that boot camp, I was there with white collar criminals, guys that graduated from probably Harvard, Yale, Princeton. They worked on Wall Street, some of the brightest minds in the world. So when I came home November 15th, 1995, my mindset had totally shifted. I got out, no job, no driver's license, no credit, no money. But you know what? I had $1 million mindset. I saved my money, live below my means. I'm cutting hair at the halfway house. And then I started cutting hair at a barbershop. I ended up buying a barbershop. Barbering changed my life. Had it not been for my barber license, they would have sent me back to prison. So I still had this goal to open up a barber styling school. Opening this barber school was more than just money. It was a way to give back, a way to pull someone else up and transform their life.
When I was around 20 years of age, I committed an armed robbery and resulted into incarceration. During that time, I was actually able to find myself and find my true gift. I came upon cutting hair, and it felt like when I cut hair, I was free. I wasn't locked up anymore. And I told myself, when I get out, that's what I want to do.
He came to the school, and he was very gifted. I mean, this guy could do every design, every haircut. He could do everything. All he needed was a license.
Chin blessed me with an opportunity I didn't think I would get. I didn't think anybody would understand my situation, especially in corporate America. So meeting Chin and being involved within his school, it was really a life changer for me.
He was showing off right there, though. That's fire.
The best part has been seeing them able to earn an honest. But that was a little bit from A&E.
Yo, is that on YouTube? Can I search that up?
Yes, it's on YouTube. I seen the link. I
Okay.
got Vice TV too. The Vice TV is better.
Okay.
Both
you
of them
gave it to him raw on Vice?
Huh?
You gave it to him raw and uncut on Vice?
As much as I could. Because some stuff I had to go to my grave with. But as much as I could, I gave him what I could.
Got you. May I ask one more question?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so was there anything that you learned from the trenches that you still apply to business today?
Yeah. Okay. Back in the 90s, I was the biggest cocaine dealer here. Okay. I connected with Carlos Francisco Mendita, a Colombian kingpin. When I got out of prison, I connected with another kingpin, Velma DeMumbrin, Griselda Blanco, the beauty kingpin. So you can be here. If you want to go here, the cheat code, the shortcut, connect with the plug. Real estate, same thing. Connect with a plug. I don't know anything how to build houses and all that crap, but I do it. Why? You connect with the plug, your connection. So that's all I do. Because if you connect with them, you're gonna go up. But most people think, well, I can do it myself and all that. Okay, go ahead and perform surgery on yourself. Pull your root canal, do a root canal yourself. You're gonna stay where you at. Is it that I'm smarter than you all? If me and you fight right now, you're gonna beat me up because you're in better shape, younger, all this type stuff. But if we go to a fight and you done train for a whole 10 years, I ain't trained none and I'm in a wheelchair. People think you would win. But if I leverage a gun, now who's gonna win?
You got the leverage.
Exactly.
You do the most with the least work.
So when I opened my school, I had 30 years experience because I leveraged Miss Velma. See, when you talk to people, deal with people, who you leveraging? Who's your plug? If El Chapo's your plug or Pablo Escobar, hell, you coming up. And it's not all about working hard, it's about working smart.
Right.
You can be the barber that make more than anybody and never cut hair. I've had 2 clients the past 20 years. When I got accredited, I cut everybody off except 2 old black men. They had a lot of wisdom, knowledge, and money. And I kept them so I could pick their brain. One died probably 8 years ago. The other one's 79 years old, and I still go cut his hair once a month. And I would cut it for free. I never went up on his prices because it was a privilege for me to get him in my chair to pick his brain. You know, he had all these businesses and he was a godly man. He'd been married forever. You know, he was like a father figure. So, yeah, that's what I can share. What other questions? Because, and I would find people that specialize in what you're doing. Like they got a lot of masterminds and these groups and stuff out here. Hell, mine is dealing with the beauty professionals. Your mastermind ain't, you can't help me like Miss Velma, somebody that had did especially that specialized in what I was doing. Just because you, LeBron, you're a great athlete, hell, I'm a boxer. You can't do nothing for me. You can tell me to work hard and do all that, but you don't specialize in what I'm doing. I need to go to Floyd Mayweather. So it's very important whose group y'all join, what programs. They preaching this mindset. No, it ain't about mindset. Shit, if you got the blueprint and you just follow it, boom, 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 boom. So don't get caught up in all of that stuff. You know, y'all got to find the person that has done specifically what you want to aspire, what you aspire to do. Now, then when you get a lot of money, you go do some real estate and, you know, kind of spread it. But every rich person, Aaron, got rich off of one thing. Every one of them. Floyd Mayweather.
Right.
What?
Boxing.
Michael Jordan.
Basketball.
T.D. Jakes. Preaching. Kevin
Nah,
Hart.
I was gonna say preaching, but you know, TD Jakes. I got you.
So they take that one thing and run it to the top, and then they take the money and do other things. So what is that one thing? And for a barber, beauty professional, I don't know anything else. They may be able to do a product line and get lucky.
Yeah.
But with a school, it doesn't take experience, skill set, getting lucky. It doesn't take that.
No.
It just takes, you know, you open up the school, you go step by step, you put your work in, you get accredited, and the government pays you. The government never runs out of money. They ain't running out. I don't care what, who y'all say.
Nah, you're right.
Money?
You're 100% right. I agree. I agree.
Somebody in the military join, the military gonna wire their money to you, the GI Bill.
Yeah, I love it. A lot of people aren't talking about this, and you're right. So I'm in a few masterminds and different entrepreneur groups and things like that. So Yeah, it has helped me along the way, but it's not specialized. Like what you're saying, the way I'm processing it is that you want to specialize before you generalize.
Everybody, every rich person, you just name the people. They all specialize.
Yeah,
Every rich person, successful person, specialized. One thing took them there. One thing. You can name
right.
anybody, whatever they have in common. One thing took them there. Now they use their money as foot soldiers to do all this other stuff. Serena Williams, what is it?
Tennis,
Tiger Woods,
golf. This is,
Dave Chappelle.
dude. This is the easiest game. I know the comments probably could do that. Yeah, facts, man, facts. But you know what? You know what, Chen? There's a lot of people in this industry, and I said this on a live about a week ago. People that have made their money in our industry a different way, but now they're telling you a different way than how they actually made their money. Have you seen that people do that?
Yeah, that nobody really tells you the primary, the embryonic, how they really made it, what they did.
Yeah,
They probably trying to sell y'all on stuff out here, but every beauty professional, they should invest their money in themselves in a school. There's only 1,100 NACAS accredited schools in the whole United States. Let's look up Austin. How many accredited schools? Austin,
all right, come
Texas.
on, man. You giving the game.
There it is. Look,
Let's
Austin,
see.
Texas. How many NACAS accredited schools getting financial aid? 9. Baldwin, you got Paul Mitchell, Bevel. Who else you got?
Shout out to Bevel. We got some
Academy.
Bevel students in the chat too.
Okay, so what that's telling me, you got 9 of those businesses. How many shops in Austin? Probably on every corner.
Hundreds,
Okay,
hundreds.
so if it's only you and 8 other dope dealers with the work, what's that telling y'all? Hell,
You gotta stop, man. You gotta
no,
stop. This about to be my block right here, man. You
bro.
can't be. I'm
Hey,
about to be El Chapo out here.
y'all barbers, y'all can either do
I'm not from here either.
y'all can either sell grams or 8 balls. It takes the same amount of time and energy to go to Miami, Florida and get an 8 ball versus to get you 20 kilos. Same amount of gas, same amount of time to
No,
run your school, to run your shop. So why not do something that you know that's going to bring you time freedom and financial freedom? I'm not going to be continue to do something that's going to keep me a slave. No.
right.
Yeah. Because being a barber, hairstylist, they'll take nothing wrong with that. But 10, 20, 30, 40 years, guess what? You're still going to be doing the same thing. And your rotator cuff, it's going to be like y'all played in the NFL. Your body is going to break down. You can't keep doing this stuff repetitiously and not get out. Mm-mm.
I want to definitely keep you entertained if I'm the only person on here. What's happening?
No, it's some more people on here. I think
Okay.
the internet. Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know what else to tell y'all. Or to show y'all. I don't know what y'all want to see. If y'all want to see a damn mansion or toys out here, or this barbershop that I done had in the house for 20 years, the chairs still look new because I don't cut. I got something I can show you.
Okay. All
Old
right. Let's see.
barber chair, most expensive one out here. Still works. It's something for barbers they may like.
Damn,
Oldest
is that
barber
velvet?
book, 120 years old. Huh?
I said, is that velvet?
Yeah, something. Everything works. But or most of y'all gonna be here. This is where
Damn, you
most of
done made me
everybody
forget
gonna
I was
be
cooking chicken, bro.
right here. You don't want to be in the shop, y'all. These chairs, they old, but they don't. This is just decoration. You want to get your schools. What was that website to check the number of schools? Oh, that's who is that? I can tell you what.
Miss Parker, period. Miss Parker, period.
Um, it's the NACA site. Tell me what state you in, and then I'll tell you how many schools in your area. Now look, uh, let's see. Okay, this is the whole United States. 1,109 NACA's accredited schools. 1,109. Now I had my schools 20 years. The government wired was documented $20 million. Let's do $1 million 20 years ago. And I didn't buy nothing with the money, with real estate. I didn't do stupid stuff. What's going on, Jay? Yeah, get money online. And the
Besides
thing about
getting
it,
rich online.
I got rich before the internet. 2000, I was making that type of money. 2001, 2002, and drove a Toyota Camry for years. But Miss Beverly, white lady, taught me about to do the real estate, you know. So, and I don't talk about that because I want people to do the school first, and then when y'all make the money, then I can tell y'all about building a house from ground up or doing subdivisions and stuff. So the school thing is wide open, but when y'all get accredited, that's when you're gonna make the money. That's when the real money is coming. Real money is coming. Y'all gonna pass everybody up. When you get accredited, it's like going pro. I got accredited in like 2000. I went from making about 60,000 to 600,000 in 1 year.
It's big.
Because the thing about it, in everybody's language, the thing that says the same is numbers. Numbers don't lie. Ninjas and flies lie, but numbers don't lie. People can say what they want to say. The numbers. What are the numbers? Do the math. And we ain't talking about haircuts. When you get your school and you get accredited, your client is your student. You know, all these barbers, I get $50 a haircut, $100 a haircut for a client. Okay, I get 20,000 a client. Now what? Top that. How many haircuts you gotta do to make $20,000?
2,000.
I mean, a haircut. If it's $50 a cut, you gotta do 400 haircuts. 400. You gotta work your tail off. How many you gotta do to get $1 million? You need 50 clients at $20,000. 50 students once you get accredited. Now, you're gonna take them 50 students and work them like a slave on the clinic floor and make 100,000 off the floor. Plus, you're gonna make them sell your products, your shampoo, conditioner, all that, and you get 100%. And if they don't want to cut, guess what? Guess what the law states? Send them home. Get them out of here. And for financial aid, guess what? There's no credit check. You know why there's no credit check? Do y'all know why there's no credit check? I don't know.
Nah, why?
I don't know why either, but that lady right there told me that they created the laws and they knew the people that looked like that had bad credit. So they created the law with financial aid, said there's no credit check so they could get rich off of that person. And the least amount of money this person makes, the more money they get for the Pell Grant. I don't know how true that is, but why is it that you can get a $20,000 from the government with no credit check? You ain't paid a $500 cell phone bill, a $200 light bill, but yet you can get all of that money so they could get rich. They wrote the laws. If you don't do a service, guess what? They get to send you home or put you out. Even if you quit, they still get to keep the bulk of the money because they wrote the refund policy laws. You know who the first black millionaire was? Madam C.J. Walker.
Oh yeah, Madam C.J. Walker.
He
Yeah,
had two things, a school and a product line.
I didn't know she had a school. I knew about the product.
Yeah, she had a school. Y'all can Google, do whatever. But yet, these people's dreams is to go to school and get a shot. Go to school and be a slave. The hell with that. Get you a school. Go to the top. Get this government money. Take it and create generational wealth. Do real estate. Build houses. And
I didn't burn my chicken.
what?
I didn't burn my chicken. So can I please have this video to rewatch it?
Yeah, you want me to save it or?
Yeah, save it. Or am I able to save it?
All right.
Because I know, like, I hop on Young Live.
You want me to stop the live and save it and then put it up? I'll do it.
Okay, yeah, then I'll just rip it down from there, and then yeah, I'll study. I won't put it on YouTube.
I don't care. I have a video better than what we just did, where I'm breaking this thing down. Like when you click the link in my bio, Millionaire Barber, and put your email in, it takes you to a next page where for an hour and 30 minutes, I'm going ham, and I'm sharing my screen. You know what ham is? Harder than a blank.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't eat it, but I know what it is.
I'm showing y'all the rags to the riches, the first school, the last school, the finance trade. I'm showing you everything. But I'll save this video and I'll put it up. I'll leave it up.
Okay. All right, cool. I appreciate your time. It was nice to meet you. Man, this was worth. Watch what happens from here. Watch what happens from here. Big things are going to happen. I promise you that. This was definitely worth my chicken. Worth burning up my chicken. But yeah, I'll get with you in a minute, man. Thank you very much.
Okay, what reason keeps people from getting accredited? Do they just fear the process? They didn't hire our team. What keeps them getting accredited? They don't have me. That's why they ain't accredited. If they, like I had Miss Velma, if y'all have me and my team, y'all ain't got to worry about that. Try to do it yourself, you're going to have a headache. That's what keeps them from getting accredited. They can't do it themselves. You try doing 1,000 documents. You put 1,000 documents, a big stack in front of somebody's face, and tell them to answer all these questions and put these electronic bookmarks in and do this checklist for the catalog checklist, the refund policy checklist, the withdrawal checklist, the satisfactory academic progress policy checklist, the leave of absence checklist, and you got to do. You tell them to do all this stuff. Can't do it. Hire a team. I'm gonna stop this because I'm gonna re-upload this. He wanted me to save this live, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'll come back on.